What's up, everybody? What's going on? How y'all doing today? Welcome to Relationships Aren't Easy right here on Peachy and T. I'm Smack the Indie Plug, and we have the beautiful.
Hello, everyone. This is
She
Peach.
ain't
Where's
paying no
everybody?
attention. How everybody doing? We have the beautiful.
I said my name. I said it's Peach. And how's everybody doing?
How's everybody doing today? We're just waiting for some people to get tuned in. If you're coming on, please share the live. If you could, that would be great. Please share it with your friends. If you're on our YouTube channel, please make sure you go and subscribe so that you can keep up with all the notifications of when we go live. Okay, if you could do that for us today. So, how's everybody's Saturday going? It's very hot outside. I can tell y'all that. It's very hot. I've been out there a couple times, but it's just hot. You know what I mean? Our topic today is polyamory. We're going to be talking about poly relationships. Just want to get people's feedback on it. Um, it's not something that a lot of people are used to seeing, but you see it more now. And I just want to know people's feedback on it, and we're going to give our feedback on it. You know what I'm saying? I respect it all. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I got a family member that is currently in a poly relationship, and I'm hoping he can get on here today with his significant others, and they talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I love it. I don't know about nobody else. What about y'all out there? Let's drop some comments. How you feel about it, Peach?
Polyamory is old. It's something that's been practiced before modern civilization. I have zero issues with it. I think in order for you to be involved in that kind of relationship structure, you have to be very, very, very confident and have self reassured. If you're not, you can't be in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we're waiting on a few people. Hello, Missy. Polyamory is new to a lot of us. I'm trying it for the first time. I was a serial monogamous.
Yeah. Okay. She said she was a serial monogamous, and I'm trying it for the first time. So, so my question is with you trying it for the first time, what were some of your issues? Did you have any issues or thoughts that came into your head? Oh, she said fun.
I mean, me personally, I don't understand what's the big deal about being monogamous. What is the whole? Why do you have to be that? Is that a religious thing?
She's like, jealousy. She said it's fun, jealousy. Okay. But not now. Oh, okay. So how long has it been?
Let's talk about why should a person be monogamous?
For me, I just want one person. I don't want multiple. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I guess it could come. It's not has nothing to do with religion for me. You know what I'm saying? For me, I can only handle one. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. It has nothing to do with is it a fear that you're gonna lose that person or the person gonna like the other person?
No.
So
I
basically,
guess I really shouldn't give an opinion on it because I've never done it. I don't know. I just know that I just want to be with one person and sharing my body with one person. That's just me. Now, if I got friends that do it, that's their thing, but that's for me.
Okay, so basically you're not into polyamory because you're selfish.
Nah, I never said that. That's what you
I
said.
just want one person and I want them for me.
That's nah. I just want one person in a relationship. That's it.
Okay. So
She said I would choose a partner when the right one comes along. She's been
I
dating
feel
a
like
lot.
when it comes to this topic of polyamory, it depends on your financial status, and it also depends on what's going on in society. Like with everything, the cost of everything increasing, inflation. I think polyamory situations would be a best way out for a situation like that.
Mm, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to let you carry that part. You know more about it than I do.
No, polyamory is just simply being in a relationship with two or more people. But I'm saying the positives of polyamory, if you're serious about it, it could really help you in inflation situations. So say if I make minimal amount of money, maybe not enough to make it get through, to survive. If I'm in a polyamorous relationship, that's three adults that could carry the load.
I'm gonna go and find me a better job. I'm not gonna get in a relationship so that my finances are straight. Nah, nah.
Missy said maybe one of each binary and a trans lover if opportunity presents itself. I just see the pros and the cons of it. Again, to me, the cons of it, of being in a polyamorous relationship, is a personal journey and it's how you deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the flip side of it, if you can deal with it, I see the positives and then I see the negatives. Like I believe if you're in a polyamorous relationship, I don't think that it should be formed with two people that's already married or in a solid relationship because it might cause conflict for the other person. But if
Mm-hmm.
if that's what you're looking for and you meet your partner and you say, okay, well, I want to have a polyamorous relationship, and you put it out there in the forefront and that person say, okay, I agree, then y'all meet another person with that understanding, then I think it'll work. But I think a lot of times in the polyamorous relationship, the woman is the one that destroys the bond because some women can't handle that their mate could possibly love or be attracted to another person.
Hmm. I never knew that. Hmm. I've never been in a poly, so I can't really speak on it. I know I love. There's a poly group that I follow, and it's called the Royals Poly. I follow them on social media, and I just love what they have. It seems to work for them. They have children, and it's just amazing. And I like watching my cousin. Him and his two girlfriends, and it's just amazing. And they all get along.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I guess I was hoping to get him on here today just to shed light. It's not something that is for me. I mean, I've never tried it. I mean, I've had a threesome in my life, but thinking about having a three-way relationship, nah. I mean, I think I'm too. I guess like what you said, I'm too. I just can't see you and I opening up our relationship like that. I would if that. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't see it. I couldn't see myself sharing you with nobody.
Yeah, but everybody will be sharing with everyone. It
I,
won't
I,
be.
I understand that, but I just said with nobody. I'm telling you
Um,
about me. I understand everybody gonna be sharing with everybody. I understand that, but me, I don't want to share you with nobody.
mm.
You know what I mean? I hope we don't come down to that.
Missy says some dudes are possessive. I can see where that is, especially if it's a polyamorous structure where it's two men and one woman.
Mm. I have all the ones I've seen. It's been two women and one man.
Yeah, well,
I haven't seen it. I guess I need to research and follow some others. I've only seen the the two women and one guy, and I'm like, man, he's living his best life.
but see, okay, so for the man, you're seeing it as he living his best life, but the
No,
woman
but
can't
the
live her
women are
best
too.
life.
When you look at the women, they having a good time too. They getting the best life too.
And
And,
then
and
you,
and and the ones that I see who have their actual relationships out there, they're loving it. They go out. The women go out, and he may be home with the kids. They go out and do their thing, and they come back, and they all just in it together.
let me ask you this: do you think it's a sexual thing?
I don't really think it's a sexual thing. I think in those, and the relationships, everyone has their weight to pull, and in the situations that I see, the man is the one taking care of the responsibilities, meaning financial.
No, all three of them
No,
normally
no,
do.
I'm saying the ones that I've seen.
Well, that's his choice. He
Yeah,
wants to be captain of the ship.
must be. You know what I mean?
I don't know. What
My
Missy
kid
says,
was in a
some men
T
don't even
girl.
want to share me with the woman. Might not date as a throuple. My kid was in a T girl throuple.
Some
Okay.
dudes are. My kid was in a T girl. What is that?
A trans throuple.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know about that.
I don't know. I mean, the polyamory structure could be any. It could be three lesbians, two lesbians, a bisexual, as long as it works for them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I understand it all, and I understand on the many different ways that it can go with just more than two people in a relationship, right?
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, I was in a poly relationship and I didn't mind the structure. It felt like I had two best friends, two people that I could talk to, two people that I could rely on. And if y'all function well together, y'all can do a lot together. You could build a lot together.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And then it's three different perspectives, and you could weigh things a little better. Um, I thought we had a great time.
That's good. What happened? Why did the
Well,
sicky?
as usual, it's always one party that gets jealous or upset because they feel like maybe one of the people that sent two of them probably have more in common than the other.
Mm. And
In
so the
which you
third.
shouldn't look at it like that. You should look at them as yes, they have more in common, but you're the difference. Instead of looking at it as well, maybe they gonna run off together. I never even looked at it like that. I just looked at, I like this person because I could talk to them because they're relatable,
Mm-hmm. And
but then the other
y'all.
person give me different perspective.
Mm. Y'all all live together.
No, no, we didn't live together.
So poly relationships, they don't have to live together.
No, you don't have to live with the person or the
That
persons.
would be hard for me. If I was to do something like that, meaning, you know, these two over here, they together all the time, and I'm out here. That'd be hard.
Why?
I don't know, just be hard.
For me, it wouldn't be hard for me. It'll be like,
Okay.
okay, I got my space to myself, and I.
Yeah.
But again, that depends on the type of person you are.
But I'm just gonna say, shout out to all the poly relationships that are out there. I commend y'all. Y'all some strong individuals that can do that and hang in there with it. Where I'm at in my life, I don't want to share. I don't even want to share myself, but with one person. So, salute to y'all that really do the poly relationship. That I commend y'all, and I have seen some that have been in it for a long time with the same couples. I can't even say couples, but with the same people in the relationship, and that's amazing. You find out what works for y'all, and y'all make it work. So I gotta give y'all a big shout out. I know I do have some friends who are looking to bring in, a third into the relationship. So that's what's up. You know.
I don't know. I just think that in a poly situation, you don't get bored. It's always something new. It's always something to spice it up.
Mm.
Everybody probably getting different pieces of themselves met, their needs met. Some people might be more complex than others and need all that duality around them.
Yeah. So
Then
what you
some people
saying
is
is,
just simple.
having more than one, you getting all your needs met. Meaning, I'm talking sexually,
No, I'm talking about mentally.
mentally. Uh. So what would those mental needs be?
I don't know. Sometimes you might, say, if you in a poly relationship with a male and a female, sometimes you might need a feminine person, perspective, someone to talk to. Maybe you might need a masculine person that could give you another perspective. Maybe you and the masculine person may enjoy a certain activity that the other person didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not all sexual. People think it's, oh, poly people have sex all day.
Oh
You
nah.
actually do other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was in it, we actually ran a business and it worked. It was like, okay, we got three different bodies to do three different things.
Hmm. That's pretty dope.
And
Didn't
things
look at
get
it
put
like that.
together.
I probably looked at it like other people looked at it. The bedroom time. She said emotional intimacy. So, this is probably a subject that probably, a little touchy for some people. Um, I don't know, but it's a subject that we were to talk about today, and we were supposed to have a couple,
I think
get
it's
on
the
it.
earlier time.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. We're a couple hours early than we normally
Excuse me.
are. You know what I mean? But we have so many other projects to do today. Um,
We came more early. We normally come on at 3 o'clock, so we do apologize to our normal viewers. But we wanted to get a show in to stay consistent, but also handle all the other things that we needed to. So from time to time, you'll see us do this a bit early. But for the people that are watching, please chime in and let us know what your thoughts are on polyamory. Whether yay or nay, there is no wrong opinion. To me, it's just about how you are emotionally, what you're willing to deal with.
yeah,
And I know for me, I don't have a problem with any style relationships. I'm
yeah,
just not a biased person that way. I can see the beauty and the commitment in all of them, and the pros and the cons of it.
yeah. I guess for me, I don't know. I I don't know. I just like my baby. I can't see me sharing her, y'all. I'm sorry. So would I would I try it? I don't know. If she were to come to me, I'd probably have to say no.
Okay, so then okay, so let's go into that hypothetical situation.
Hypothetical situation. Let's go.
I come up to you and I say, "Well, in this relationship, I really still want to be with you, but I feel like I want to sleep with somebody else or have an emotional experience with someone else."
An emotional experience.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it is an emotional experience.
you want to have sex with someone else? Is that what you're saying?
If a person came up on me, I say I want to have an emotional experience with someone and a sexual experience with someone. I don't want to break up with you, but I need more. I'm a complex person.
Hmm.
Would you take that personally?
I would take it personally. If you need more, I would like, me being, I'd be like, wow, this is, we would have to talk about it. And I'm like, I would ask, like, what is it that you need more from me? What
but
is it that you need
but
more of?
sometimes that other person is not capable of doing that because they're not styled that way.
Oh,
So you
okay.
might need that other piece from another place.
Okay. So would this person be there all the time, or would they would just come in from time to time?
Well, if you say, okay, I want just to have a whole poly relationship,
Okay. So that means because of how I feel,
the person will be around. They will be here. You would rather have a person cheat on you?
I didn't say that. Nah. If you're going to cheat, we don't need to be together. Nah, I'm not saying that. But, with me not knowing much about it, I can't tell you how I would feel. I really can't. I can't say, hey, let's do it. I can't say that. I just know that I'm a one person.
So then, you being that way, you might end up losing your relationship
Hey, man, if that's the case, that would be the case.
because you wouldn't be willing to try something different.
So what if I tried it and I don't like it? I'm still gonna lose the relationship anyway, because you're gonna go for that other
Who's to say
emotion that you
that?
need.
Who's to say that? You have to be again.
But I'm
You
gonna,
have to be emotionally sound to do that.
yeah. But still, in the end, if I try it and I don't like it, I'm gonna be that one to walk away. This ain't for me.
Okay. Well,
You're the
that's
you're I mean, and y'all, we're just hypothetically speaking. This is not happening, but you're bringing something into our relationship. I tried it. I don't like it, and I'm letting you know I don't like it. Are you gonna let that person know that, hey, this is it?
it depends on if I liked it or not. If I feel like this works for me.
Right.
Everybody got to
So
do what's best
you
for
have
them.
right. So you have the opportunity to leave. So why try it if you know it's not you?
Yeah. So then you might as well end the relationship.
Yeah, I guess that would be that. People have morals and values. I'm not saying that what poly people do is just not for me. I got family members that are in polys. I'm cool with it. That's what makes them happy. But for me, that's not what, when it comes to a relationship, that's not what I'm about.
Okay. Could you explain why? What got you? What get?
That's just been
Why are you
me.
at that place?
I don't like to share. And call it selfish or whatever. I don't want to have multiple, partners. I just don't do that. I don't want to have multiple sex partners.
It's
I
more
mean,
than
that's just
sex.
one aspect of it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The other aspect, hey, cool. There's another person in the house. Hey, how you doing? I don't even know how I would even act if that something like that
They
was
would be
to.
your girlfriend. All of y'all would be girlfriends.
But I wouldn't have sex with them. I'm gonna keep it real. I wouldn't chime in at all. They can't.
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't chime in. I'm not. Especially, especially, I got to. I don't know. There's just so much in that. I wouldn't do it. I ain't into that sleeping with multiple people at one time. That's not cool. It's just not for me. Now, what y'all do, that's your problem. But for me, it's not cool. I can't do it.
Okay,
I
so
would, you can't, if we were to introduce that to our relationship, that person would not get 100%. I'm keeping it real. They wouldn't. What I give you, they would not get. I would be doing it because that's just something you want to do and praying that this shit don't last. I'm going to keep it all the way real. I'm not going to sleep with them, and I'm not going to acknowledge that that's my girlfriend.
so all three of y'all wouldn't sleep in the bed together.
I ain't doing all that. Mm-mm.
So you wouldn't want some scrumptious K Michelle between you and I.
Nah. I'd never go to sleep if Kate Michelle was between you and I. I'd be sitting there staring at her, like, and pinching her. Is this shit for real?
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I don't know, I guess, you got to at least try things once, but I don't want. I look at it like this: the relationship that I'm in now. I mean, we balance it. You know what I'm saying? Damn, bringing somebody else in right now, it would just be. I think I go crazier than I am.
Why?
Guys, you got to deal with you know, two different personalities, just like y'all would. Some people ain't good at that. I
But
can't.
what if the personality is like you and
Mm-mm.
y'all vibe well?
I don't know. My mind would wander too much when I ain't there. What the fuck they doing?
But what would you care if y'all all have emotional
But see, that's what I'm saying. I'm
and
not
body
free like
intimacy?
that. You wouldn't care. You wouldn't care because that's you. But me, a person who ain't used to it, you just can't take a person's mind and turn it and be like, oh, it just be okay.
Yeah, but y'all
Somebody
had
who's
sex
already,
before, so if they
but
have
yeah, but
sex again, it's
somebody's
like the
having,
first time, the third time, the fifth time.
nah, I just said I'm not having sex with them. So if one person is not having sex with them, does it make it a poly?
No, it's like then you just having a consensual relationship outside of your relationship.
That'll
That's
have
more
to.
like polygamy.
Oh, okay, then that'd probably have to be what it is, because I'm not having sex with another
Hey,
person.
Brenda.
Hey,
Hey,
what's going on?
Celestine.
I
No,
can't.
that's like polygamy.
Okay,
What
well,
you're
I'm just
because
saying.
polygamy is a relationship where one person is in a relationship with multiple people. Polyamory is when y'all all together.
Yeah, I
So
know.
you would be doing polygamy.
I wouldn't be doing any of it, to be honest. I mean, to each his own. You know what I mean? To what's that's not polygamy. What's not
Polygamy
polygamy?
and polyamory is something different.
What's she talking about? That's not polygamy.
Polygamy is like the man with multiple wives.
Yeah. Yep.
Those wives don't interact.
Right.
Polyamory is when you interact.
Right. So, like what we were saying, for those that are tuning in, what's up, Brenda? Doing great. What we were saying, like we were doing a hypothetical. Like I said, me, I couldn't do poly because I love my girl so much. Like hypothetically, we were saying if she were to introduce it into our relationship, I was saying that I could not do it because I'm so into her. You know what I mean? I feel like she's the only one for me, and I don't. I feel like bringing somebody else in. One, they're not going to get 100% of me. That's one. Number two, I'm not going to sleep with them because I don't believe in sleeping with more than one person. And all they're going to get is good conversation, and that's about it. Hey, how you doing? Good conversation. But in the meantime, when I'm not here and it's just the two of them, my mind is going to wander. But in my heart, I feel like nobody can give my girl what I can give her. Nobody can. There's only one me, and I know like for some people they need more than one to meet those emotional uh and mental. What is it we were just saying?
You might have want emotional and more emotional and
Right.
intimacy.
Some people need more than one to reach their full potential or whatever. I really haven't interviewed anyone who's in a polyamorous relationship to feel why that was what we're supposed to do today, to feel why they need more than one. You know what I'm saying? Is it because maybe a person is attracted to certain characteristics that one person may have, but they may not fulfill that need in the sexual realm? I wanted to ask questions today from people who are in poly relationships so I could get a better understanding, because what you do is your business. I'm not going to stop fooling with people or being their friend because that's what they do. But I see my cousin, he's really out there, and I love it that he's just happy and the ladies are happy, and I was hoping to get them on here so I can talk to them about it, ask some questions, and find out are there any,
You
uh,
reading it?
find out if there's any, pros or cons to it.
I already told you what I thought, but Brenda said I can't do it. I can't hardly keep track of my one, let alone myself.
I know that's right.
And
And Celestine
Celestine said,
said,
"You want to read it?"
"Our version is a team effort. We are equally dynamic for me and mine. You accept us for us both. It's not about sex with us. I need you to tap in, King." Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We had talked about that earlier in the live, that it's not always about sex. We were talking about emotions, and also what else was it, babe? We weren't saying it was just about sex. It was about emotions. Um, Sometimes somebody may need someone with a little more stamina to talk to about certain things, or you may need that feminine girl. Go out and get your nails, shit like that done. Cause I ain't doing all that. I'm just gonna sit in the chair. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we weren't talking about just like the sex part, but for me, I just you know I don't feel like I would have the energy for a poly relationship either. I don't think I would have the energy, to be honest. And then we were also talking about financial. Some people get into it for the financial, you know, part of it. So it's something.
I don't. For me, again, like I said, I've been in a poly relationship before. I don't have a problem with any relationship dynamic. I think that's because I'm so secure in who I am as a person that it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter um,
So
what
when y'all was
dynamic I am in. I'm okay.
so when y'all were out, right?
Uh
So
huh.
so when you guys were out, what was it like?
What do you mean? We just hung out.
I mean, did people look at y'all crazy?
No.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Nope. We hung out, we laughed, we joked, we ate together, we slept in the bed together. It was
As
fun.
as the king, he should lead. As his queen, it's my job. It's my job to make sure our queen understand what it takes to be in that kind of a relationship. Nowadays, these women got it messed up, and men have it messed up. For example, you can't be a married man with a sneaky link that's cheating, not a
That's true.
polygamous relationship. Yeah, that's true.
I just say, I think it's a beautiful structure. And again, financially, especially during this time, it's an awesome relationship dynamic because inflation is going to happen.
Oh
And I
yeah.
believe that people with multiple incomes within their household will survive.
Mm,
I think they will do well. I think you could thrive. I think you could do more. Like I said, when I was in that relationship structure, we ran a business together. Um, to me, everything was cool. As long as everybody could keep that level head and not take things so personally. As humans, I know that's hard to do. We
mm-hmm.
often think that everything is a reflection of ourselves. The reason why they doing this is because of me. The reason why because I'm not enough. The reason why. You got to take all that ego out of it. Take all your ego and throw that shit out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about possession and ownership in a sense like that of one. It's about love, camaraderie,
Just
patient,
having fun.
emotional. No, not just having fun. Emotional bonding and having an open communication.
Yeah. Talk about it, sis. Now that
That's a
polygamous.
polygamous relationship. Now, polygamy, polyamory is different. Polygamy is something different.
Mm-hmm.
Polyamory, you're in a relationship with multiple people. Polygamy is like a man with multiple wives, but they don't connect. I don't know if Celestine, maybe y'all want a polygamous relationship where Michael Jamal has multiple people and you don't interact, but I was in a relationship that was polyamorous where all of us interacted with each other and it was like we was one
Mm-hmm.
big family.
Right.
And if something
That's
happened,
what my cousin
yeah,
has.
if something happened, instead of you having one person to be
Mm-hmm.
on your side, you have two people on your side.
Right.
If we want to have fun with, we go to the strip club.
Mm. Go ahead now.
See now, now this is, and again, I love all relationship styles, and I believe everybody got to go where they fit. But for me, I wouldn't be able to do polygamy. And the reason why is because I think that the one person having the multiple people just isn't fair.
Right. It's not.
That is not fair.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Why should you have the multiple people?
Mm-hmm. And then you're not able to.
Yeah, but they get to be my sister wives and friends and stuff.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that. I want to be partaking in it all.
Mm-hmm.
So polyamory would best fit for me. That way I
Mm-hmm.
could get to enjoy both people
Mm-hmm.
instead of having the one and and then another thing for me when it comes to polygamy, I believe you have to be financially stable.
Mm-hmm.
And
To
that's
be.
where you can cause complications in that structure. Because if you're not financially stable, then how are you going to balance the lives of these multiple women and make them feel equally loved?
Yeah.
But in a polyamorous relationship, that's a bit more easier
Mm-hmm.
because y'all doing it together.
Together. Yeah. I don't know, baby. We don't have that issue in our relationship. You know what I mean? And if that hypothetical question never came up, maybe I got to read into it a little bit more. But if you were to hypothetically come to me and ask me about that, we'd have to have a deep conversation off screen.
And we'll have a deep conversation and you'll be upset and you'll take it personal
I
instead of
will not. Don't do that.
I think you'll take it personal. And if you do, that's fine. But we all have to
I
respect that we all believe
I would
different
just
things and want
yeah.
different things.
I wouldn't do it. I don't have the energy to be putting up with another. I would assume it would be another woman you would want to bring in, correct?
But why would you have to put up with them? You don't even know the style of a person they would be.
I'm just saying I ain't got the energy. I uh,
Uh, so he said that part we have to be a family, a unit, but that's hard to find nowadays.
yeah, that's true.
Actually, is if you go online, there are many groups and get-togethers for polyamory, polygamy, all that
Hmm.
stuff. In fact, I'm having a party in October, which is a masquerade and mingle. It's for all women, but it's from all women from all walks of life. So I have invited people that's looking for a third to come, as long as it's a woman, and if it's a woman that's willing to be in a polygamous or polyamory relationship, and you meet them there, then you got them.
Mm.
So my party is open to women in general, whatever relationship structure you're looking for. And so, and then it gets a little complex with those structures because then you got to think about orientation and identity and what that looks like, because some women don't might want to, some women may not want to face that if I'm willing to be in a polyamorous relationship, and that's the one where we all interact, that you might be bisexual.
Celeste say you need to have one in California.
Oh, it's a whole different game out here, and we live in the most liberal state. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm willing to travel. I'm definitely willing to travel. But again, I mean, when it comes to those kind of relationship structures, you really, really have to have your head wrapped tight, tight.
The Royals Poly, they're in Vegas. I don't know if she's linked with them, but they're in Vegas, and they do a lot of events too. She said
Well,
she got stories for days. She
well, we could
laughing.
probably come down there and put together something, make that money down there.
All right, you heard that right, Celeste?
But I mean, again, for me, just talking about this topic, like I said, I don't have an issue with any relationship structure
Mm-mm.
as long
Me
as
either.
it's respect and we can do things together. That's it. And we financially sound. If we can't be financially sound and build, then to me the relationship should be voided. Is there's no reason to be in it. To me, relationships aren't about sex. That's just one of the highlights of it. You can have
Mm.
sex without a relationship.
Mm.
I think people
I've
just
seen relationships where you know relationships may start off, and they may have good job, and then something happens, and they have to get back on that block trying to find a better job. But I've seen relationships not last because of that same thought that you had. It's got to be the finance and well, let's just say the finance. And I've seen relationships not last where, in this situation, my homegirl left her husband because he, well, her boyfriend, she left him because he wasn't making the money that he was used to. And it came because he had a health issue. And so he wasn't making the money, and he had to step away from work for a while to get, he was on a family medical leave. I think it was short term disability, excuse me. because he needed to get treatments to get better. So when he came back into the workforce, he worked, uh, I want to say probably like 2 months, and then they let him go, right? Because basically they had found somebody to fill his position, so he wasn't making that money. So he became frustrated. And this is a guy who had a degree and everything. So he got back out there and he started trying to market himself for his ideas and for the different things that he got. But in the meantime, of him waiting for that opportunity, he was taking little odds and end jobs, but he wasn't making that money and being a financial support for his girl that she was used to. She ended up leaving him for someone else who was able to give her what she needed financially. And then when he finally got on top, she tried to come back.
I think it depends on the person
You know what I'm saying?
because
So my thing is, I don't always. I feel the finance thing for me. I don't look at what a person, what money they make. That's not me. I'm not into you for what you can do for me. I've always been that person who can pull my own, but I'm also a person that likes to treat, my other half to things. And when I feel like I can't, I become frustrated.
well, when it comes to that financial dynamic, and I'm going to be clear about this, when people leave people because of based off a financial dynamic,
Yeah, that's
it's
fucked up.
because it ain't fucked up. It's because that person could be a one hit quitter. It's some people that get a lucky break and you meet them at that time while they're lucky, and then when that break fall, they don't have it within themselves to do what they need to do to pull themselves up from the bootstrap. You don't want that person that can't pull up from the bootstrap.
I like that, Celestine. She said, "Wow, I'm going to hold mine down, broke, rich, up, down. I would never do that. The financial part helps, but people can be blind by money and shouldn't be the main focus." Thank you.
It
I
should be
that
a focus.
Thank you. I agree. That's one of my things. Money don't fucking move me. I really don't. Some people live for money. Some people, that's what makes them happy. But when you don't have it, what? I'm not, I'm just different. I'm not going to leave somebody because they ain't making the money. But if you're not trying to go get a job or create something to keep some money coming in, then we got to work on that and figure out what it is. What can we do?
What if
You
that's
know,
just who they are?
then you
You
should
gonna
have known.
stick
If
around?
nah, if that's who they are, then it and you love that person, you should be able to have a communication. You know what I'm saying? If a person is just with you to be freeloading, then you shouldn't have been with that person from the get go if you know that's not what you want.
But the thing
You know what I'm
is,
saying?
if the person falls off and they don't have a way to, this is my thinking for this. For me, everybody's different. I like people to be financially sound or know how to become financially sound. So if I lose my job today, right, and I'm with somebody, I don't expect them to say, I'm just going to leave. But I expect them to leave me if I'm a person that does not know how to get to that bag or pull myself up from the bootstraps. Some people are lucky breakers. They run into an opportunity and they take it. And then when it's over with, they don't know how to get another opportunity. Or they don't know how to get a job. Or they don't know how to pull themselves up. So should you stay in a situation with a person that you met because they had a lucky opportunity, but they not mature enough to pull themselves back up if the opportunity is gone? Should you limit your life because of that person's limitation? So people say that it's
You
not
you
fair
asked the
to
question. You
live.
gonna let
Hold
me
on.
answer it?
People say it's not
I
fair.
forgot the question now.
It's not fair to leave somebody because they're in a financial struggle. People don't leave people because they're in a financial struggle. People leave lazy people that don't know how to get out of their struggle or refuse to get out of it. I'm not going to stay in a struggle box with you if you're not going to pull yourself out the struggle box. That's not what I signed up for. We are adults. We supposed to know how to figure things out, and if we can't, we can be able to go get some resources for that. But to be with somebody because they want to be in the struggle box because they lucky break ain't hit no more, you crazy, because they're gonna pull you down. It's like a black hole. They're gonna suck you down into the hole, and then you're gonna look around and be like, "Well, what happened to my life?" Because you let that struggle box pull you into that hole instead of you walking away and leave struggle box down there because they don't want to get out. They want to cry. They
I
want to
wouldn't.
complain.
You went way to a whole nother.
No,
You
it's
know,
the truth. Some people lose
all I'm
jobs
saying is,
and
if
get back
people,
on.
this is what I'm saying. People who are with people in relationships for finances and finances only, and you don't bring no love to the table, you don't bring no kind words. All if it's about fucking finances, you don't need to be with that person.
Nah, that's true. I agree
That you
with
don't
that.
need to be with that person.
I agree with that.
If all that person it does is bring an ass to the table for you, you don't need to be with that person. Me, I'm not gonna be with nobody where it's always about money. Feel what I'm saying? If it's about money, we don't need to be together. You don't need to be with me. I'm gonna put it like that. If that's your main focus in a relationship, I'm not gonna be getting into nothing with nobody for no fucking money. Money don't move me. It
Okay.
don't move me, and I
So,
just gotta state that because a lot of people get into shit for finances, for financial growth, for financial wealth, and they ain't really got nothing in common with the person, but you with them because they got money. That's fucked up to me.
okay.
That's some fucked up shit that you
So,
with somebody because of money.
I
All
got.
right, let me finish what I'm saying because
Go
you
ahead.
had a lot to say a while ago. Let me finish. Now, as far as that person being there, how a person they being there and then maybe they fell off, who is anybody to dictate how long they got to get back to where they were before you leave them? That's fucked up to me. If you're not adding to it, trying to help them build, if you're not trying to give them some advice, if you're not trying to show them how it can be done so they can get back to where they are, and if they come and say, hey, I got a plan, I just need to find me an investor or something, somebody to believe in this, but in the meantime, I'm going to work this job here until I get to where I need to be. If you don't got nobody supporting you in your own dream, you're never going to get to y'all's relationship ain't going to work. I've seen so many of my friends in relationships, right? But their other half don't even support them in their own dream. But they, on the other hand, are pushing their other half's visions out there, but they're not supporting their little dream over here. That's not how relationships work.
I
You know what
I
I
can
mean?
agree with you,
I just wanna,
but we
put that
have
out
to
there.
be realistic. There are lazy people that do not invest in themselves and they get a lucky break and then they meet a person that invests in themselves and they get with them and they play a foolish game like they are that person, and then when their lucky break goes, they are sitting and they're struggling and they're refusing to do anything but wait for a lucky break. Is that
I
fair
don't. I don't know
to the other
anybody.
party?
I don't know anybody who's waiting. I don't. I don't. I haven't met anybody waiting on a lucky break. In order to get you a lucky break, you got to put in some fucking work. So I don't know nobody just sitting there waiting on something to happen.
I've
Like you
seen
can't have a
multiple
dream
people.
and just sit there with it and not do nothing with it.
I've
I don't
seen
know.
multiple
I
people
don't know
do it.
anybody that does that. You know what I mean? You got to point them out, man. I don't know nobody that do that. But I'm saying if you're working on something that's passionate for you, you know, like in my friends, in the situation here, the girl left, but when he fucking got on top and was making that money, she thought she could come back. Oh no, baby. You didn't support it when he was building it. You didn't even share it while he was getting it, trying to get to where he needed to be. And now that he's here, you trying to come back? Nah.
Well, that's the risk that she took.
Nah.
That's the risk that she took. But again, because I always say on this show, I'm the captain of my own ship. If I'm going to leave somebody because they're not financially fit and I don't think that we can really do anything together or build anything, I'm going to continue to build. So I'm never going to look over at that person's life and be like, oh, they on top, let me go back. I'm going to be like, oh, it's good that they're doing good. I got to continue my journey. That's how
Well,
I look at that.
okay. So, as you see, you know, we don't always agree on certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I like having this show because it educates me and I get dig a little more into her mind, things I probably didn't know, so I enjoy it. But poly relationships, we want to recap, huh?
uh, for me, again, I don't have any problem with any relationship structure. I believe that relationships should be building blocks towards something. Why have, if I'm not going to do anything as two people, then I might as well stay by myself and do nothing as one person. So I see relationships as not just a space for emotional comfort. I see them as building blocks toward greatness, whatever your goal or greatness is. I don't think that, for me, I couldn't survive in a relationship, poly or not, where we're just together and nothing's happening, but we're together and we're just laughing. I might as well just be your friend and laugh and then come over and do whatever and then go wherever I'm going. So for me, polyamorous relationship, polygamous relationship, as long as y'all can afford to have that structure, y'all are building, y'all enjoy each other, and y'all have the emotional capacity to be in that relationship, then I say go for it and enjoy one another, because two people could get you further than one person. Three people with their head on could get further. Four people with their head on could get further. Five, six, and the number counting could get further than two or one. So I don't have anything against it.
Yeah, well, for me, you know, I don't have anything against any poly relationship. I just know it's not for me. Dealing with one person is enough for me as far as the energy and, you know, just thinking about it. I don't look at it in the same as my other half, the financial aspect, things like that. I don't look at it like that because I've never looked at a relationship as a financial thing. I just never have in all my 50 years. But you know, if more than two people are happy in that relationship, yo, I salute y'all. I feel like it takes a special person to be able to do that. Me, I just can't do it. It's just not me. And I don't say I can't say I won't try it, but hey, I'm 50 and some things were just set in our ways. I don't think a poly relationship for an older person is going to work. I'm just keeping it real at where I'm at and where my feelings are. I just don't think I can do it. But I salute those that have. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all's thing. I support you. I don't have a problem with it. It's just not for me. Salute to my cousin Rashad. And you know, I just think it's amazing. I've never seen him so happy. He's so happy. And I salute you. You know, shout out to the Royals Poly Life that I follow. They're out of Vegas. I love what they have. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool because one girl is, you know, a big girl, and then you got the skinny short man, and then you got the skinny girl, and they have children too. And I just think it's amazing how they all just get along, and they're always so happy. You know what I mean? And shout out to my brother MJ, and also to Celestine. You know, they're looking and they're into that. But you know, ain't nothing gonna change the friendship. It's just not for me, y'all. So we appreciate y'all for tuning into Relationships Aren't
We
Easy.
gotta come with another topic. What's our topic for next week? I think it
Um,
should be, why are we in a relationship?
you and I.
No, just in general. Why are you in a relationship?
I don't know about that,
Or
y'all.
the building blocks of a relationship. Because seriously, to I think people don't really realize that a relationships is supposed to do more than just us being together and having sex.
If people think relationships, that's all they
That's
are.
all they are.
If people think that, then I mean, we adults here. This is an adult podcast. That sounds like something you talking, you know, to some young people in high school about relationships.
So
I don't.
maybe a
I,
conversation about that. Why are we in relation? Why do we choose to be in relationships?
I don't know. I don't think that should be maybe you could do that show by yourself because
Why?
that does. I don't know. The topic doesn't make sense. To me.
It makes sense because people get into relationships for different things. Some people get in it because they don't want to be alone. They want company. Some people get in it because they got mommy, daddy issues. Some people get in a relationship.
People get in relationships with people because they got mom and
Yeah,
daddy
yep.
issues.
You'd be surprised. They didn't get
Wow.
enough love from their parents, so they want it from a person they're in a relationship with. People get in relationship for various things. And that's why you see these different structures and why people be in them and then the relationship don't survive because it was built on the wrong foundation. It wasn't built on a sturdy one.
Some people want a man or woman that has it all together. Nobody does. Society has made it that way. 6-figure job, etc. That's weird to me because you came from nothing. So expect nothing until that work get put in. Talk about it.
I don't agree with that. Expect nothing. Everybody's expecting something from someone. That's why you pick that person.
Yeah, but I don't look at finances. I think that's so unfair.
You pick a
I
person
think
because
that's
you
so unfair.
expected something
Just my
from them.
opinion. People looking for be with people for finances. That to me, that's like gold digger shit.
Well, gold diggers do exist, but I believe.
Yeah, I'm just saying. To me, this is
Yeah,
my
they
opinion.
exist.
That's gold digger shit. You going to be with somebody because of their bank account, for their money? God damn, that's fucked up.
Gold diggers exist.
That's messed up to me.
But I
Yeah,
do
get a prenuptial or
look
something.
what
What's yours? Yours was mine. Mine.
I feel.
That's crazy.
I don't pick people based off of their financial background, but it does play a part in it because why would I pick a person that, oh, this is a nice guy. He has nothing. Oh, he's such a wonderful man.
Maybe he needed somebody to teach him how to get
And
it.
then I get with him and I tell him something and then it falls flat on my face. Then what?
Oh, let me get it. Because you tell them something, they supposed to do it because you said it.
No.
Oh, okay.
Their life is where it is because they
Because
listen to whatever they thought and that's where they at.
but what I'm saying is, but you tell them something, they supposed to jump and do it. Oh, okay.
Everybody, I believe in free will.
Are you gonna get mad because they don't do it in the way that you and I told you so.
Me? At the end, if I told you something that was beneficial and you went your own way, I let the person go their way. But if they come back to me with something and I told them already that, and they went the long way around, and they do it repetitively, I'll be like, yeah, I told you that was going to happen.
But y'all,
Hopefully you would listen.
well, y'all, the next subject next week is why are you in a relationship?
What made you get in a relationship?
No, it should be why are you in a relationship?
I think it's something to discuss. Again, actually, no, maybe the building blocks of relationships. Because again, I think people, just like with marriage, marriage was created as a contractual agreement. It's not about love. That's why back in time when people did get married, you had to get the parents two cows, a horse, a donkey, because it's a contract between two people to bring forth something else. You're supposed to birth other things with this union. You didn't realize that?
It's not about realizing that. So what? I'm not married. So next week's topic, y'all.
So why would you get in a relationship then? Just to have somebody to hang with? You can hang with them without the relationship.
Y'all tune in next week. She'll let y'all know what the topic is. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Relationships aren't easy. Y'all tune in next week. Peace.
Bye.